Michigan just won the 34th game of the year. That means that's the most wins ever from Michigan. They have a chance of being better. Before anything about doing business.
The stadium bathed in garnet. Hockey riding in on a cockamoose. 2001 blaring, and you know what's in store now. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will put it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Firing to the right, complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you get a little more help on the outside.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can you make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On target over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Stockton. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs and the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. To the air, it's Hurley. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the 1st time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with us. Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. The inside handoff. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Harvey. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Hurley. Finds the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Finds a man on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man, everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the returner is stopped. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, so here comes the offense. Turning to the field. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. From the gun, the running back has it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One man in the backfield and he gets it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some control.
It's caught. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. He's got it on the move.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M rolled to victory flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Hines is back in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Hurley. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Missouri wants to go fast. Going to swing it on second down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Burr. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Running into the open space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pucks it out of the air. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Dropping back, it's Hurley. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Roach. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Under fire. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab deep. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
He'll pull it on the read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Slams ahead. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. His drive will open from the 15. They'll try it over the left side. Makes a man miss. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They feed him again. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
Brings it down on the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Works the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Roach. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll give it to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Missouri! Fitted in the window for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. A jet sweep pass. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
man. You've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. The give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. It'll be third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Gamecocks need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game apart. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Here's a heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Touch pass on the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And they're going to put... Another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. Behind the chains now on second and long. It's caught. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Back to throw, it's Hurley. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Using his legs at spur. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Dropping back, it's Harvey. Finds a man in the middle. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You know what's great about rivalry games?